Okay, so this is the last agenda what we have. So once again, welcome to this last part of this session, design thinking process. What exactly you mean by design thinking and how it is useful in the product design. Okay, so we'll see the introduction here. Definition, this is the generalized definition, you will find it on the Google. Okay, design thinking is a problem solving approach that places the user at the center of the design process. Then it is a human centered and iterative process that aims to understand the user's need, redefine the problems and generate the innovative solutions. I know you have not got anything, right? सब mind के ऊपर से गया, right? So this is the just definition I have copied. This is the standard definition. In the simple words, while designing the product, consider end user in mind. Consider the need of end users. If you are considering that, then we can say you are using design thinking process in the simple words. Okay, because many times what happen, guys, our product is, we can say we design our product, but that is not the need of design, that is not the need of user, right? User wants something different. Whatever we are designing, that is not right, that is not the need of user, right? He needs something different, so that is not our design is not of any use in that case. So that is called a design thinking process, designing your model considering user at the center. Okay, so there are standard stages of this process and in every industry it is used. So we are going to see some of the industries and the case studies also. So stage number 1 is empathize or understanding the customer. First, understand the customer, talk to the customers, understand their pain points, understand their requirements there. Okay, so you are going to understand exact pain points what customer is facing. Okay, you are going to get the insights from that. That is the first step. Okay, so for that you have to conduct the market survey, you have to meet the customer. Okay, you have to take the feedback from the customer. That is the first step. Second stage, define the problem. You got the insights from the customer. Now you have to define the problem, what exactly the problem is. And once your problem is defined, then you can move to the step number 3, ideate. Ideate is nothing but creating the ideas. Okay, so now you have the customer insights. Now you have defined the problem, you know the problems. Okay, suppose from the customer insights I have 3 problems, 1, 2, 3. Now for these 3 problems I have 6 solutions. So that is the ideas, generation of the ideas. That is called ideate process. Okay, that is, we can say thinking, we can say design thinking. Okay, then create the prototypes. Whatever the idea you have, try to implement those ideas into the model and try to create a prototype model. Okay, and prototype is again it is not necessary to have physical sample. Prototype means creating a virtual model or creating the sketches or creating small sample of that model. Okay, that depends which product you wanted to create and what problem you wanted to test. That is the 4th stage. And 5th stage is test and refine. Once you create a prototype, do multiple tests there and based on the test results, refine that product. You can test those products with the help of end customers also. Okay, talk with the end customer, contact the end customer and take their feedback on the prototype you have created, take their feedback and again refine your model. So these are the 5 important stages of the design thinking process and it is used into the every industry. So are you clear with this basic introduction, which is pretty straightforward and I tried to tell you in very simple manner. Is it clear? Just type clear if it is clear, or if you have any doubts regarding this, let me know. Okay, Maheshwar is clear. Now, where this design thinking process is useful, it is widely applicable across the various industries and sectors. We'll see some of the examples. Okay, these are not only the sectors, these are some of the examples. You can see technology, healthcare, education, retail and finance. How it is helpful there? for the technologies, every company is like they are focusing on the user friendly interface. If there is a software company, they are trying to focus on the user friendly interface, okay, so that end customer can use it easily. So that is again design thinking process. For the healthcare industry, they are focusing on the patient experience. So you have seen lot of new medical devices are there into the market, okay. Take an example of a very basic example. Take an example of ECG machine. Previously we need to go to the hospital or pathology lab for doing the ECG, right? Now they have compact ECG machine. That is the one of the example of design thinking process. You need not to move to the hospital or go to the pathology lab for the ECG, right? You can do it at your home because you have compact machine. So that is one of the example of the design thinking process. In the education industry also, student center learning experience is considered, okay. In the retail also, customer experience in online and physical stores, they are focusing on the customer experience, online buying experience, and experience into the physical store. Again, that is the design thinking process. Everything that is related to the customer, everything that is related to the customer, we can say customer that is focusing on the customer's pain, that is design thinking process. In the finance also, user friendly banking experience, okay, they are highlighting on this. So various industries, this design thinking process is used. Now for our industry, how it is benefited for the product design, as it is widely used in every industry, in every sector, how it is beneficial into the product design. So for the product design, it creates a user-centric solution that addresses the real needs and challenges of user. Okay, it creates the user-centric solution that addresses the real need and challenges of the user. They are focusing on the real need of the users, right? So product design, we are creating the product, and if you focus on the exact user need, so we can use the design thinking process there. It provides a structured approach to the problem solving and foster the innovation, right? So those who are working into the, we can say, innovation department or R&D department, okay, they will deal with this design thinking process, because they have to understand the exact problem of the customer, exact problem of the user they are facing, and they have to follow this process, they have to follow this step, and they can create more innovative models there, okay. So innovation is byproduct of this design thinking process. Key ways for this design thinking process that we are going to use into the product design. Again, it is a user centric approach, everything revolves around the user. Second thing is the problem reframing, okay. If you have particular problem, with the design thinking process you can reframe that problem, okay, you can get more insights about that problem. Then iterative prototyping is one of the process we have seen in the last one of the session. We have seen rapid prototyping, right? So by use of rapid prototyping, they can do iterative prototype. So first they create a model, test it with the user, take a inputs, take a insights, again take a comment from the user, again modify that product, again create a prototype, again test it. So it is a iterative prototyping, okay, and we can use it for the product design. Then collaborative approach. So design thinking process gives you collaborative approach. Approach means so lot of like experts from the different disciplines, like from the engineering, from the sales, from the marketing, from the production, they can collaborate with each other and they can create a, we can say, innovative products. Everyone inputs is necessary, right? Salesperson input is necessary, marketing person input is necessary, design person's input is necessary. So this approach is called collaborative approach, and design thinking process collaborates all the experts from the different disciplines. The next keyword is aesthetic and user experience. It focuses on aesthetics also and user experiences also. Guys, even if your design is, we can say, safety very good, we can say durable, but aesthetic wise if it is not good, no one is going to buy your product, okay. So here I will give you simple example. I will show you the examples of the two cars. and let me know which car you want to buy here, right? So this is your first car, you can see the design, and this is your second car. Which car you will prefer? Consider both cars having same functionality, we can same strength or same functions. Which car you are going to buy? Type your answer into the chat box. Yes, second one, right? Because aesthetic and user experience is also important there. Even if your design is good, even it is meeting all the specification, but if your design is not good, then no one is going to buy that, right? So that is called that is the key, we can say key ways for the design thinking process. Sixth one is problem solving and the innovation. So you have to think out of the box, right? Whatever the problems, whatever the traditional methods you have, so you have to think out of the box, right? So it we can say innovates, or it forces you to think out of the box. So we are going to see case study here so that you will get the exact idea what I am talking about. Okay, so that is all about the benefits of the design thinking process. I'll just minimize it so that you will see it properly. So we have seen introduction, we have seen in the which industries it is used. It is used in all the industries, and what are the benefits into the product design. Now we'll see one case study here, and with the help of this case study you will exactly understand what do I mean by the design thinking process. And the case study is of famous car, famous company Tesla. Can anyone guess this car? No, name is already there. This is the Roadster. This is the first electric car of the Tesla. Okay, and this is the exact case study that we can relate for the design thinking process. They have used the design thinking process. So how they have used? The electric car already innovated in, I think, 1830 to 1834 somewhere. Already electric car innovated there. But no one was, we can say, creating that electric car because of having lot of problem, right? But Tesla entered into that. Tesla taken that challenge and they have worked, right? So first stage they have worked here, empathizing and understanding the customers. They understood the pain point of the customer. They conducted a lot of surveys. Okay, they entered into the market. They have conducted a lot of surveys, taken a lot of insights from the customer, and the problems they received there is from the customer, from the electric vehicle, is the driving range. So very less electric vehicles have very less driving range. That is the one of the customer insights, customer pain point they received from the customer. Okay, second pain point they received is lack of charging infrastructure. There are not, we can say, not frequent charging station. Okay, very less charging stations are there, so users are not buying this type of the cars, and there is a really pain point, right? Third thing is a limited choice of the electric vehicles, right? This is also one of the pain points, and the performance of the electrical vehicle was very low. So there was no, we can say, OEMs are manufacturing the electrical vehicles, right? So they have taken this problem, they have considered these insights and redefined their problems. So now they got this problem what customer have, right? Now they reframe their problems, and now they have generated the ideas there for this problem. Okay, the first one is they worked on the lot of solutions like long range batteries, then efficient electrical, you can say electrical drivetrains, and the fast charging station. They worked on this. Okay, they have created prototypes, okay, test models based on this, considering all the ideas. Okay, so they have done various tests considering the end customer, or we can say considering the end customer's comment, and they have tested it rigorously, and you can see they gathered insights on these problems. So first one is they got insight on the driving range, they got insight on the charging experience, how it was, they got insights on the comments from the on the performance, and they received comments on the user interface, and again they refined their car. Okay, so this is the design thinking process they used, and they come up with the first electric car, that is, we can say, in 2008, that is the Roadster. Before Tesla there was no OEM they started, we can say, manufacturing the electrical vehicle. They completely disturbed the market, and now you can see everyone is creating electrical vehicles, right? Because Tesla given the hope to everyone that it is possible, correct? So now market is moving to the electrical vehicles, right? So significant outcome is, you can see, user centric experience. Okay, it's very easy to drive that car. Okay, and it's very having very good user centric experience, user experience. Then supercharger network. Okay, they have invented some concept, supercharger network. So they have invested in the infrastructure of the charging station into the foreign countries, and now you can see in the foreign countries almost there are all the EVs, electrical vehicles, because Tesla just invested in the building the infrastructure of the electrical vehicles, because they have conducted the market survey, right? And they have received the insight from the customer. Then they have improved the performance and range, and they completely disrupted the market. And that is called thinking out of the box. Before that, everyone was creating a traditional vehicles using the gasolines, or we can say these fuels. But now everyone is focusing on the EVs because of the Tesla. Correct? So that is called a market disruption, and that is called thinking out of the box. And that is the one of the best example of the design thinking process. Just understand the customer's problem and just think out of the box, create the ideas, test that product, create the prototype, test that products, and then define, we can say, launch that product. Okay, so that was about this design thinking process. So we are done with the content of this. Anyone have any doubt in this? So this was a short session. Design thinking process is very, we can say, very vast program, or a very vast course, but this is just we can say introduction to this. Okay, but I hope you got idea what exactly I mean by design thinking process.